Gonzalez. Hey, right on. Hey guys, thanks for coming down to SF New Tech. How's it feel? Good? Kind of get ready to get going? I am. You guys got your free tacos? Yeah? Did you notice the drinks are happy hour pricing? I did. I'll take one. Thank you, sir. So for those of you who have never been here before, show of hands, just so I know. A couple of you. Yeah, cool. You're in the minority tonight. A lot of repeats, which is awesome. We've been doing this 7.5 years, believe it or not. At least twice a month, we're pulling together awesome things to show you guys with regard to innovation and new technology and the latest in dog management. That's Daisy, the former Outlook.com mascot, and now she's the Twitter ad hoc mascot tonight. But we do this primarily because it's a good excuse to get out and socialize, and God knows what kind of deals are done in this room. I wish I was a fly on the wall and able to hear and be a part of some of the conversations tonight, because I know folks are finding jobs, and I know folks are getting funding, and I know folks are finding their partners, and just meeting new people. And that's kind of one of the main reasons why I throw this thing together, is because of the magic that happens in the room. All I do is schedule it and curate and try to bring something compelling for you all to see, and that's it. You know, the rest of it is just the true gravitas of what it is that drives the startup community here in San Francisco. And that's all of us. So, hey, that's a good feeling. I feel good about it. So I have little expectations for tonight, to be honest. We have awesome companies, but I figured it was the end of August and nobody was going to be around and we might be sleeping or whatnot. But this is impressive. Over 250 people registered to be here, and we're going to have fun. We have an awesome selection of companies. Let me give you some quick ads, and we'll get that out of the way, and some quick admin notes, and we'll get on with the demos. After the demos, we do what we call our 60-second spots. That's your opportunity to come up on stage. It's kind of like an open mic for geeks. So if you're looking for something, or building something, looking for help, or have something to offer, use this opportunity to spread the gospel to the room. And if we have 5 or more, what we'll do is we'll publish it on our website in the near future. So it's not only in the room, but it's global. And people tend to find what they're looking for, so don't be shy. So do some thinking about it. You may have noticed we have a tweet wall running behind us. In order to find yourself in the roulette wheel, use the hashtag SFNT. Keep it clean, if you will. If not, people will be laughing, and that's okay, I guess. But not if there's a CEO up here sweating it out. Cool. Yeah, so big thanks to our friends over at Outlook.com in the back. Outlook. Hey, Rob, are you accessible? Come on up. I'll put you on the spot. Where is he? Well, I didn't even talk to him about this, to be honest. It came through a proxy. So I just wanted to give him. Oh. Because we couldn't do this without our sponsors, especially one that is based in Redmond. Well, you guys are here, but it's inspiring to know that you guys are behind what we do, because you guys are building some awesome stuff too. And I just want to ask you quickly, like, we have Outlook.com, you know, has been supporting SF Tech for a while, and what is it about Outlook that people should consider over what they may be using for their communications? And this ad is brought to us by Microsoft.
Thanks, dude. So the philosophy of Outlook.com is all about trying to make you more productive in your mailbox. The ideal scenario is we have a mailbox where you want to log into it, you only have maybe 20 or 50 emails that you care about that you want to respond to. That's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to empower you with better tools and less spam, so you can do more work in your inbox, in your modern inbox. So what we're asking you to do, and what we're doing here, is asking you guys to just check it out, let us know what you think, let us know what you like, more importantly, let us know what you hate. And we take that feedback directly to our product people, and we drive those changes into the product. And that's why we're here, because you guys are important, and you guys are influencers in the technology space. And we're very happy to be involved with Miles. We've actually signed up for another 6 or 9 months of sponsoring for Miles. So we'll be here for quite some time.
Thank you, Robert. No, it's awesome. But he's not lying, actually. Those guys are out there collecting your feedback, and they bring it back to the mothership and make those changes. So if you want to influence Microsoft product, talk to those guys about it. So yeah, they've re-upped for the next 10 or so events, and we're thrilled. We're going to hear a lot more from Microsoft in the future. A quick shout out to LeClaire Ryan, a great law firm in town. One of the partners over there was at our very first event, and he ended up buying pizza and beer for us for the first couple of years. Now he provides legal services to me, and that's awesome. And that's it. Okay, so we've got the tweet wall covered. I'd be remiss to forget to tell you we are streaming tonight. So it would be great if your first tweet is to invite people into the room and to join us. They can do so by by visiting sfnewtech.com. Our stream is brought to us by Jimmy G, the master behind the TriCaster. It's cool. We have a 3-camera, like high-def shoot going on over here, and Jimmy has an awesome studio right downtown, and he's ready to do good work for you as well. Check him out at qthere.com. That's Q, the letter Q, and the there, THERE.com. So go use his green screen in his production facility and call him up because he does a bang-up job. And thank you, Jimmy, for our stream. You guys some demos?
Yeah.
Or should I just keep talking?
Nah, let's give away something.
What do we have to give away?
I got a drink for somebody.
All right, that's what we're
The tweet wall. Next person who shows on tweet wall gets a good drink with me, or just a drink in general. Oh my lord,
The Netherlands, yeah.
Netherlands Valley. Hey!
I did it for you.
Netherlands Valley. Twitter handles are getting like URLs. I don't know. That's the Twitter handle.
All right, so we're friends from Big Balloon. Come on up, guys. So these guys are going to get plugged in. While they do, let's get away from them. Or not. Okay, so Big Balloon, it's Michael, how do you pronounce your last name? Rucher, and these guys make your site go faster. Yeah?
Fun thing to do.
Okay. Cool, so we get 5 minutes, they get 5 minutes, and then we get 5 minutes. So think of good questions.
Make sure I'm on the right network here. Okay. Okay, we're ready. Alright, so I can't really see out there, but how many of you have your own website? Oh, I see a lot of hands actually. Wow, okay. And for those of you that didn't raise your hand, you probably want your own website, right? It's pretty sweet. It's like being the captain of your own cyber spaceship. And the thing is, though, if you're ever at all involved with getting that website online, you know that it's kind of a pain in the butt. And, you know, you have to figure out how to do FTP and download that software. You have to dig around the cPanel and try to configure a custom domain name and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we can see that the captain is not impressed with the current state of affairs. And that's just getting a basic website online. If you want your site to go at warp speed, that's pretty hard. You have to configure a lot of custom build processes. Here you can see this is a Grunt, one of the really popular tools for doing that. But you basically need Jordan LaForge to do this. You know, you have to optimize your images, your code. You have to set caching layers. You have to upload everything to a content delivery network. A whole bunch of other stuff. That's just pretty tedious, complicated, and boring. So what ends up happening is this. Websites just end up being really slow. So we ask ourselves, you know, all these steps are involved with deploying every website, even the simplest website. So is there a better way to do this?
And obviously, in our opinion, there's much better ways. So we built BitBalloon, and I'm going to deploy a website now in 30 seconds and get all these things done. So I have a little website here. Now I'm just going to drag it onto the BitBalloon site. Just by doing this, George LaPorte goes to work, starts optimizing all of my JavaScript and CSS, pushing all my images onto Akamai, one of the world's largest CDN networks, setting all the right caching headers, and generally making my site as fast as it can get. And in about 30 seconds, I have a site online. Here it is. Get a little performance optimization report with all the nice stuff we did to the site. And I can go visit the new website here on the bitballoon.com domain. I can pick my own subdomain or assign a custom domain to the website. So one of the other things that tends to be a big thing when you have a website are these little dudes, forms. They're like whole industries built around just making web forms do something. Wufoo got sold for $38 million or something like that, and all they do is making these things work. We thought with BitBalloon that it would be nice if forms just always worked out of the box. So when you deploy a site to BitBalloon and it has a form, you can just start submitting form submission and they work. And you can go to the back end here, see the new form submission coming in, can configure email notifications for new form submissions, or even do more interesting things. We also have another feature which is like a little deploy history. As the site changes, we keep old versions stored so you can always jump back. But that's not all.
There's more. So this day and age, we're using a lot of different cloud services, right? And the way that these services, they get a lot more interesting when you can get them to connect and talk to each other. Because they all do one thing really well. And in an ideal setup, you use the 10 things that do the best at what they're at, and you use them all together, right? So what you really need is you need an API to do that. So we figured, why don't we just give sites their own APIs?
So with BitBalloon, we have an API that you can use, for example, to hook your forms into Twilio, so you get a phone call every time there's a new form submission. We already support Zapier, which is like an API combination service, so you can just go in there and you can click a few times and suddenly you have your forms from a newly deployed website, adding documents, rows to a Google document or whatever you can imagine. And the API also allows write access, so suddenly other services, just like a service can ask for permission to write something to your Facebook wall, a service could ask you to insert an A/B testing script in your BitBalloon site without you having to go by your web guy and say, hey, please come and help me do this.
Thanks, guys.
So you guys have been working on this for the last 20 years, yeah?
Well, BitBalloon itself we pretty much built in 2 months. But the backstory to this is that we have another product for hosting dynamic websites called WebPop, which is a much more complex product for building dynamic websites. So we've basically taken all of the infrastructure we have for this and made this little much more focused product that just makes it really easy to get a static website online and forms working.
Cool. All right, so I'm back here with the microphone, and that's your cue to raise your hand with a question or two. Oh, come on. There's 250 people here. I have one question. Oh, yes.
Hi, it's John. Do you guys support other CMSs like Plum, WordPress?
Not for BitBalloon, it's for static websites.
Although there are, of course, static site builders, like the most popular would be Jekyll. There's Middleman, Wintersmith. There's a lot of really interesting projects, which are basically CMSs and then create the entire document, which you would just go around to BitBalloon.
And one of the interesting things with the API layers with BitBalloon is that it also means that you would easily have other services that are maybe not a static site builder, but that can update a website in different ways and interact with your website in ways that wouldn't be possible if they had to ask you to do it every time.
So is your customer just a regular guy that wants to put a website up, or somebody that has some skill as a webmaster who understands exactly what it is that you're optimizing?
So there's different targets for this. There's both web developers that just want to save time and don't have to do all this cumbersome stuff themselves. There are also some of the people we're talking with now that are really interested are also like marketing departments. We've actually made it so they can get their own white label version. If their company needs to deploy lots of small landing sites and squeeze pages and microsites, and currently every time they have to deploy one of those, they have to go talk to IT and get in the queue for getting an FTP provision and a virtual host set up and all of that stuff. And with BitBalloon, they can just sort of have that platform for deploying these things and just drag them on and start capturing leads in 30 seconds.
So how are you guys marketing yourselves?
Well, this is a start.
Good start.
Yeah, we're still in private beta, so we're just about to start that. We haven't officially launched yet.
But I mean, we're definitely in the discovery phase, and we already changed a little bit of our direction when we found a guy who was, interested in implementing this as one piece of the tool chain, where we already had a whole tool chain that was building sites, and then really the deployment part was all of a sudden you had to ask your IT guy, and it took 8 days later to get the site online. And now we actually have a little iframe embeddable widget, just a little script you add, and it puts that drop zone we showed you earlier. You can just put that script and you get that drop zone anywhere. So now what they have is, in step 8 of their process, they have the drop zone there, and you just drop the site.
Sure, we are not the only one with questions tonight. What is the person on the other end of the room?
Are you hiring?
Probably soon.
It looks like it's a great product. What about the pricing? What do you expect to charge?
So right now, like even if we're in private beta, we actually already have the first payment lines for this. And currently we're charging, we have a premium model where it's free if you use the BitBalloon domain. We've seen some people just use this to quickly share code examples and stuff like that. And then it's $5 a month per site if you want the custom domain.
And are you guys looking for any sort of investment?
Yeah.
What kind?
Maybe $1 million.
Who's got their checkbook out? Alex has 50 grand. Who's got 60? Who's got 60?
For the individual website builder who's using Squarespace, Weebly, a number of different other Wix. Is there a way to also use your site at the same time? They download their files and then have to start using FTP. Is there a solution that it's not building directly in CSS?
There's this program called Site Sucker, and you just type in a URL and it'll download that whole site. And so you can conceivably use that and load Squarespace sites on here, no problem.
All right, 36 to go. Any last words? You guys looking for help with hiring anybody for office?
Question.
Oh, there's a question. Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Maybe my English was not as good as yours, but I didn't really understood like how would the customer interface would look like. Maybe I missed it because I just want to know: is it really like a marketing person? Is it sexy and easy one? Seems to be.
What part of the integration you mean? The custom integration with other services?
For the user, is it sexy? Is it for geeks or marketing?
I mean, basically what you saw me do when I just dragged the site onto there, that's what the typical user will do, and afterwards go check the form submissions and so on. So it's, we think it's pretty sexy.
As a marketing girl, I just to apply to guys who do the sites, I just put some text and say I need such and such a picture. So the form is very easy to apply to them. I mean, what is the form to do it automatically?
Yeah, we don't build the site for you. Just a deployment and hosting, I guess.
They just make your site faster.
We just provide the infrastructure, basically, for your sites and for your phone services.
I like it, guys. Congratulations. This is Pip Balloon. Okay. See how that goes, right?
Yeah.
Up next, Dina Moskowitz
Yeah.
from SaaSmax.
The tweet bar. Okay.
I first met Dina in San Diego when we went and did our New Tech tour down there. Dina popped by, referred to us by our good friend Mark Lewis. If you see this guy Mark Lewis in here, run.
Can you make sure that gets in the hole, please, Dina? Thank you.
So Dina's going to show a quick video and then dive into SaaSmax, which is a great tool for connecting the SaaS marketplace.
Hold on, Dina. Getting it in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, let's give away a drink.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Break just
Yeah, that's okay. It happens.
Trying to get everybody drunk tonight.
No. I should.
Hello.
How are you?
Sasha.
What about a why SaaS question?
Why SaaS?
Did that say why is that? What did we do? Okay, do drinks. Let's get that up. That's always a good thing to do. Arrangement.
Poor Dina's, her own computer wasn't getting on the internet, so she borrowed somebody else's, and this computer's not getting on the projector. Even though we did test it earlier.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. How many people does it take to get a laptop on that? I got it.
See, we know what we're doing up here.
It does work.
Whoever invents that projector that fucking works is going to make a
Thank you,
million
Steve
dollars.
Jobs. You know what they always say that if it's computer error, it's human error. Think about that. It's true. Think about that. Computer doesn't do anything wrong. All right. Thanks, Steve Jobs.
Okay. Well, I'll just talk into this and. I think so. Can you all hear me okay? Okay, great. Well, now it's in my face. Looks like it's Let's see. It's hard to see you guys, but thank you. It's great to be here. Okay. All right. Well, better. Okay. So yes, I'm Dina Moskowitz, CEO and founder of SaaSmax, and I want to go through 4 things with you today. First, I'll give you a quick and dirty overview of what we are. Secondly, show you a quick video, which will really help drive it through. Third, give you a demo, a really quick demo. And then fourth, I should talk to you about the promotion that we're offering. So before I start, first tell me who here is working for a SaaS company right now? I guess around 10 of you. And of those, raise your hand if you already have a reseller program or affiliate program in place. Not so many. Okay. Well, I don't know if you realize this, but 75% of all hardware and software and IT services are sold through the reseller channel. 130 billion out of 165 billion of software is sold through the IT channel. That's according to the industry experts in CompTIA. And SaaSmax exists in order to help SaaS vendors meet and get discovered by and do business with the resellers, the channel. So ironically, SaaS has been around for a while, and it's done a great job of automating the real estate sector with buyers, brokers, and sellers, and it's done a great job with travel, and it's done a great job with cars and carsdirect.com. But yet nothing has been done yet to automate the sale of SaaS through the reseller channel. And so that's what SaaSmax is trying to do. We're filling the void between SaaS vendors and resellers. We also bring together buyers as well through the public marketplace, but our core focus is making sure that app vendors who are looking to accelerate their sales are able to leverage resellers out there to build their sales and to do more business and have more trusted advisors out there representing them. So here's a quick video that hopefully helps to drive that through. Only 30 seconds.
Marketing your SaaS app and building and managing your reseller channel can be expensive and time-consuming. SaaSmax can help by matching buyers and resellers to your product through our Why SaaS search engine. Your SaaS listing and profile are prominently displayed, along with details of your reseller and affiliate programs. Plus, our proactive marketing campaigns provide significant additional value. And if you don't have PRM and affiliate tools, just use ours. Increase awareness, build partnerships, and grow your revenue. Join SaaSmax today.
So as that says, we're a marketplace, but we also provide the tools so that if you're a SaaS vendor and you don't already have partner relationship management tools, that's called PRM, or an affiliate platform, you can upgrade and use the ones that we provide. If you have your own, that's okay too, because in the marketplace listing, you can drive the resellers over to you. So if you look at our marketplace and what we have today, I wanted to just feature that we have Why SaaS Search, which is everything designed on the marketplace is so that users, but primarily resellers, and IT resellers and marketing resellers and managed service providers can find what they're looking for quickly and according to what their customers' needs are. So obviously there's app type, there's target market, there's even ecosystem, whether it's Microsoft or Google or Oracle or VMware or AWS. There's hosting providers, there's customer size, and even what kind of reseller programs are available. And what we do as well is we provide several different views to see the tiles very quickly. We've got about 70 or so SaaS apps in the marketplace today. And we've only launched our platform officially less than a month ago. And when you look at it from the reseller perspective, as logged in as we are today, there's another tile view so that when they're coming here and looking, as you can see here, you can see more about the app quickly, and you can see what the affiliate codes are and access those quickly. You can go ahead and register deals, and you can even report sales if the process of reporting a sale requires using certain types of platforms. When we go over to the marketplace listing, what we can tell you is we probably have more data in our marketplace listing than anywhere else online about specific SaaS apps, because we've asked very detailed information to make it really efficient for resellers and for end users to find everything they need to know that they typically care about. So as you can see, there's categories like target customers and pricing, compliance, features and benefits, licensing terms and pricing, and a lot of information that's detailed about reseller programs. So all of that is contained within these, and for resellers, they have even more information, and they can link further when they're looking. So that is as much as we can do in this demo, but if you want more demo, we'd be happy to show you. But in the meantime, we have a special offer for anyone here who's friends of SaaSmax, friends of SF New Tech, which is 50% off a monthly licensing fee for the next 12 months. It's good through August 31st, so let everybody know. And if you're a prospective reseller, we encourage you to sign up as well, because we offer a lot of great new apps that are coming on constantly. So become a wise ass and join SaaSmax.
Thank you, Dina.
Under 5 minutes.
Excellent. So that's sfmutech.sassmax.com. You guys feel free to tweet that out as well. Hands up. Hands up. Who's exploring the SaaS landscape? Looking to get the most of it?
Who's got a SaaS question?
I have a question. So can you share numbers with the audience? For example, how many leads can we get from SaaS Max, and what is the conversion rate?
That's hard to give you exact numbers because it will depend partially on your app and partially on the resellers and whether they're coming to look specifically for your type of app. But what we can tell you is we're getting more and more traffic to the site. Resellers are spending more time on the site. We're winning awards in the IT channel and getting a lot of the media attention in there. And so we're expecting as we grow and as we add more apps, we'll be able to measure that even more. We do have analytics that we provide on the specific app profiles so that when vendors join, they'll be able to see how many impressions they've had, how many click-throughs to their site, and how many resellers are looking to engage with them.
What do you get out of the deal?
What do we get out of the deal?
Yeah.
You mean how much money do we make?
Well, what's your percentage? How does that work?
So that's a good question. So we for the vendors, it's free for resellers to join, and it's free for the end users to join. And for the app vendors, on a typical basis, we've created a monthly licensing fee, which starts at $200 per month, and that's for apps that have under $1 million in revenue, and it tiers up. And with that, you're not only getting a view on the marketplace, but you're also getting SaaSmax to do outbound marketing to the channel. We have over 20,000 people who have opted in, who read our announcements of which apps are in the marketplace, and we drive traffic over. And we also work with you to do a snapshot video, a hosted webinar by us that we also market to the reseller channel. So we're educating you as well on how to talk to the prospective resellers. Oh, and if you upgrade to our partner relationship management tools or affiliate platform tools, it's free to upgrade, and you just pay us a recurring commission for any deals that result through using our platform, which is at 10% recurring.
Hi, question over here. So how many first-time resellers do you have? Because it doesn't sound like you have to have any experience as a reseller.
That's a good question. Most of the people most of the companies that are in our marketplace now as resellers typically are already resellers primarily in the IT channel. So they're managed service providers, they may be telecom agents, they may be resellers in the retail and hospitality sector. And so they really are professionals who, for a living, they already have clients and are trusted advisors. And what's happening is because they are being forced to shift their business models and learn about SaaS, we've become somewhat of the ambassador for the SaaS landscape into those channels. We've spoken at the various conferences that most people in the SaaS world don't even know about or think about. And we keep giving the message out that they can earn recurring revenue by reselling SaaS.
Hi. Do you allow mobile apps in SaaSmax?
So, good question. So we are not a marketplace of downloadable apps like an app store, but what we do allow is apps that are SaaS-based that may have a mobile download component and a mobile utilization component, and many of the SaaS apps do actually work in mobile environments. So if it's a business SaaS app, a B2B SaaS app that does have mobile components, then yes.
One more minute. So, pitching in San Francisco, are you seeking more customers or investment or recruiting talent? All of the above?
All of the above. Right now in particular, we're looking for some really great salespeople who are looking to help, to build a career and help us build the marketplace. We're also looking for some people who really understand the channel and customer engagement so that we can also improve that. And yes, if someone wants to offer us capital, we'd love to talk.
All right, 20 seconds. Did I miss anybody?
Yes, so whoever
Hats.
asks the questions get.
Oh, I think I failed on that one. Who asked questions? I didn't even.
And if anybody has,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys
Hang
have
on.
noticed.
quick
Right.
question. One quick question.
You're a servicer who looks really nice. Can I get a hat?
Great question.
Are you a SaaS company? Are you a reseller?
Anybody
You're a
have,
wise ass?
who's a wise ass?
If you're just a wise ass, yeah. we
Who
can
wants
get
to
you
wear
a
a
hat.
wise ass hat?
We like wise asses. Blog about us, sure. But also, we are looking for a name for our little wise ass avatar dude. So if anyone has any ideas of name that we should have, email me at Dina, D-I-N-A, at SaaSmax, and if we select your name, we'll send you a hat as well.
Why not call him Wise Ass?
All right, wise ass.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you, Dina.
Hey.
Okay. Where are Tom and Tina? In the back. This is awesome because Tom and Tina show up religiously every event, and they sit right here for years. And suddenly I get an email from Tom and he says, "Hey, can I demo?" I'm like, "Are you kidding? Of course you can." So they've got a project called Situ Global, which is a tool, I'll let them tell you, but it's a tool that will facilitate rescue teams in emergencies as a communications device and a tracking device. It's very cool. You may or may not know these guys from their other endeavor called explorerweb.com, which also posts a lot of great content with things that are kind of outside the norm. So Tom is plugging in the 1997 version of Sony something or other. So we'll get that projector up in about 20 minutes.
It's going to take a while.
Logwall?
Does anybody out there know what a PC is? Just by show of hands?
Who here uses it? Remember we used to say, yeah, it's IBM compatible. Remember that?
Hey, anybody got a gateway? I'll buy you a beer. Who's got a gateway?
Gateway 2000.
I used to sell those things at the store in Bakersfield, California, the Gateway store.
All right, whenever you guys are ready, we'll start the clock. Ready for Tom and Tina.
All right, thank you, Miles, for having us. You know, guys, it's really special for us to be on this stage. We came to Silicon Valley 2 years ago, and this was the very first meetup event that we went to, so it's very special for us. Our technology background is from the expedition world. We built the Wi-Fi on Mount Everest in 1999, and we used Google Glass, skiing to the South Pole some years after that. Now, while I'm at it, I need to tell you, I broke a tube skiing to the North Pole, and they're fixing it right now. So in this bright light, if you see something shining from my mouth, it's a piece of metal that they put in there. So our next big project is a platform uniting adventure and innovation. And to fund it, we take on sidekicks, and that's how City Global came to. A private client needed a backup security system for his family and staff in remote areas. And we were one among 5 offers, and we won the bid. We knew from our own expeditions that 2 things are critical when shit hits the fan. Hardware must be really simple, and location is key. Some of you may have read Into Thin Air. We were on Everest that year, and after the storm, the first question that everybody were asking was, where are they? So we decided to build something that was incredibly easy to use. And what is easier to use than what you already got, your smartphone, right? And also something that would ask the question, where are they even before the disaster struck? And here's the result. So each person has a smartphone that does continuous background tracking and a small satellite device to be used if the mobile network goes down. If a disaster strikes, people only have to think about one thing, and that is to update their status because their position already tracks automatically. People in the command team are immediately notified, and the next step is a dedicated 2-way communication to determine action. Now, in this live demonstration here, this is what incident command will see. to the left, all the members in the group are listed on the left with easy access to key information such as blood type and other medical stuff. In the center, there's a communication board where command can send a message to a single person or to everybody. Each message is doubled up to mobile phone, email, and a satellite device. On the right are feeds of disaster information from USGS and other official sources around the world. The map shows a quick overview of position and status, and clicking on the icons will provide more information. It's all up to the live, and the users use their smartphones to update the status to green, orange, or red. And if you look at Tom, he's changing his status on his phone from green to red, and the buttons are made really big for ease of use. And if you wait for it, it changes to red on the person going to the left as well as on the map. And here finally is an explained video that we did on Go Animate of the system.
It's been an earthquake. I don't feel good. My head hurts. I need to update status orange to incident command. Hope help will come soon.
It's been an earthquake in San Francisco. The Situ Global platform shows we have at least 10 people in the area. Joshua is not okay. He is at the Marina District. He just updated his status to orange.
That was crazy, Shaky. Wow, I can't believe I'm okay. Must remember to update status green to incident command.
We are deploying medics on a speedboat. I'm sending a message right now.
Are you okay? I just got a message from Incident Command that we should try to go to the beach. They have a speedboat meeting us.
Oh my god, I think my leg is broken. I need help. My iPhone can't get a signal. I'm using my satellite communicator. I am sending Stansnet to Incident Command.
The mobile network is out of commission in San Francisco. Sophia updated over satellite. She might have a broken leg. I'm sending instructions.
Incident Command texted me that they will send help. I should wait here and keep my leg elevated.
CNN broke the news right now. It's a lot of confusion and meaningism. I'm so glad we know our guys are safe on getting help.
In an emergency situation, the first hours are the most important. Incident Command needs to know where people are and in what condition, so resources can be allocated effectively.
Very nice. So we're going to move on to questions, okay?
Yeah.
Very good.
Good anime. It's the first time I've ever seen anime on that screen.
Thank you. Hi. Very good, by the way. I'm familiar with this stuff. So if you're on Annapurna or whatever, and you're frostbitten, okay? It's questionable if you've got GPS access. So how does this phone work? How do you deal with this? I mean, you have the answer. What is?
Can you repeat the question? I didn't really hear.
Well, you're talking about a cell phone, okay, as the fundamental communication device, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's sub-zero, you're frostbitten, okay, you can't do anything. Do you really have GPS? Is this feasible?
Oh, okay. So the question is, you know, how much does this cover if the mobile network goes out, right?
Also, physically, how do you think this person is going to access that phone?
Well, the thing is that actually the tracking is a background process that will be going on actually before the incident happened. So you will always be able to go back and see exactly where you were when it stopped working. And then if the mobile network doesn't work, we have the satellite tracker as a complement, and that can update the status as well. I don't know if that answered the question.
I think every situation is highly unique. I think that's the answer to that one.
Yeah, it is. And you know, that's why we have built in so many options in this, so it works both on the mobile phone as well as on the satellite tracker. And the most important thing is the ease of use. That's what we really focused on, because we know from Everest and all these places that, you know, when stuff happens, it really has to, I mean, you can't think. You will have like 3 options. So that's why we made it red, green, and orange, and that's all you have to pull if you're in trouble to get in touch.
So is your market public service departments and municipalities that will use something like this?
Well, actually, this started out as a solution for high-profile clients with their own staff and so on. And then we got the interest from public services. We have some, we have up in Oregon a firefighting team trying it out here in the next couple of weeks. It's kind of interesting because we didn't think that firefighters was in the market at all, but it turns out they might be actually. And we're also looking at it could be something for mass market as well.
Yeah, we have been suggested that this could be something sort of like an OnStar for your home.
Interesting. Hands up high, folks.
Hey, I was wondering how you're able to pick who has access to the information about where your location is in the event of a disaster.
From the mobile phone or?
I guess like whatever system that you work for or work through, like beforehand, like who you decide who's able to see that. So you might have emergency services, you might have specific people that you want to know. But
Okay, so basically what we do is that we sign up. There is a small group from the beginning, and they sign up on the website, and they put in their, when they sign up from the smartphone, we'll immediately know the ID of the smartphone, and that's when the tracking starts. And then we have a background process that can also go on from a cold start, that will use, keep on tracking.
And this team, this client also, he has a security team that is monitoring this. So he has like a staff, and that's the command center.
Works from iPhone and Android.
In case of minor disaster, everyone can change their status. But in case of huge disaster, some of them may be unconscious. In that case, they cannot change their status to red. How can you solve that problem?
Well, actually we can't. But the important thing is to, we had a guy from the United Nations we sat down and talked to, and he said the problem is they get so much information coming in at the beginning, and 95% of it is wrong. What we will find out here is actually who is safe could be more important to trickle down to actually who is missing or who is not safe.
Okay, this is a small suggestion, is that if you know there's a huge disaster in some place, you can send a message to your employees to react, and if they do not react in a certain time, then you can change their status to the red automatically.
Exactly, that's built into the system already. So you can send a message to everybody as soon as you get, what happened actually is that as soon as someone clicked red, green or orange, they will know at the command center that something is happening, and they can send out the message with instructions to everybody or just to a single person.
Right on, guys. We are officially out of time, but thank you so much for saving the city. Excellent. Okay, so you probably got the memo that Fiverr couldn't be here tonight. We're pretty bummed about it, but she had a family emergency she had to tend to, so I couldn't really bitch that much about it to her. But they're going to be back on the 10th of September, so come on back for Fiverr. That leaves a little bit of space in our program, and I met somebody tonight that has something that's actually pretty wild and awesome that he wants to show you, and we're going to give him the stage right now. So I want to introduce to you Dr. Mike Butera, who is the founder. Are you the inventor as well? The inventor and founder of Artiphone, which is a handmade instrument that plugs into a mobile device, which is like an iPhone, and it's pretty wild. And he's going to tell us a little bit about it. How's that?
Hi, everybody. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. That's where Artiphone is based as well. I'm out in San Francisco for the week. And I just want to show you what we're doing. Basically we're introducing the category of the multi-instrument. What that means is you can approach this from multiple techniques. So if you know how to play guitar, you know how to do a drum machine, bass, violin, things like that. So I'll show you a few of those. And then you can play this. If you want to learn any of those, you can do that as well. And we are starting to, we basically finished 2 years of development, and I'm in a fundraising round, which is why I'm in the city. So if you have any interest in that, let me know. But before I say anything else, I want to show you what it does. Sound with an arpeggiator, sort of an easy mode. If you want to go to guitar, switch sounds here. It works with any MIDI app. So right now we're running Sample Tank, we work with GarageBand, Animo, any of the hundreds of apps that work with MIDI. So if you're playing guitar, play violin or want to learn how, let's say you want to do a synth. We have pressure sensing technology in here, and we can turn off the frets. Those are new things. So on the one hand, we're raising the ceiling for professional musicians and what they want to do with digital instruments. On the other hand, we're lowering the floor, really getting access to people who might not consider themselves musicians, but love making sound.
Very nice. Thank you, Mike. In town from Nashville, it kicked ass. That's Artiphone, A-R-T-I-P-H-O-N. Okay, moving forward. Where is Twippy? Twipfi. Oh, I messed it up with you guys. Twipfi.
Mr. David, how are you, buddy? You're looking good.
So these guys, you're Swiss, yeah? What's Swiss from?
From Holland.
Holland. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jesus.
Man.
No.
Gosh.
Forgive me on that one.
Whoa.
No, these guys are Dutch, and came via our friends at the consulate, and we're a late edition, but we're happy to have them. So here's David Robustelli. He's the CEO and founder and creative guy, and he's ready to go.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Just one more second.
There we go.
I have to mirror this.
Okay.
Okay, good evening everybody, I'm David from Twipfi, and I'm going to show you some features of our platform, and I think it's a good thing to go through the why and how later in the question and answer section. Twipfi is an inspirational platform to be inspired and inspire others with visual content. And we're really trying to get a very cool user interface and a great experience when you're browsing the platform. So at this moment I'm logged in with my Facebook account. We don't have any other way to sign in yet. We're still working on that for Google+, Twitter, and just a Twipfi account. For now it only works with Facebook. So when you're on the main page, all the content you see is curated.
So you can submit anything as a user. We'll go through a human filter, and we decide if it gets to the homepage, staff picked, or that it only gets findable. So we have 3 levels of content. First is staff picked, that appears here on the homepage. The second one is findable, so it will only show up when you search for something. And the third one is hidden, which means if you submit something that we don't find suitable for the website, we will not approve it, and will only be visible for yourself. So to show you something, these are the shortcuts. Here you have favorites, your submits, the people you follow, your collections. And this drop-down, you can organize the content on the section within the site where you're at that moment. This button is for later. Here you see your notification center. So this is all the interaction with other users that you follow or that follow you on Tufify. Your profile and some other stuff. Then here at the bottom is your doc with your collections. And I would just, we haven't got a search bar, so when you want to search for something, you just start typing, for example, fashion. And there will appear some tag suggestions, collections with the word fashion, or people not interesting at the moment, and entries with the word fashion. So then press enter, and you get a whole feed with fashion imageries, and we have also videos. So all staff pick content is pushed to the top, and all that's not staff pick will be at the bottom. So we always make sure that the best, highest quality images are at the top of the section you're in at that moment. For example, I want to look for beautiful places. Start typing, go to beautiful places, and you can browse through all the content. You can, click something, it will appear big, and here you see some tags. These are colors which are picked from the picture with an algorithm, and here you see if it's in a collection from someone else, you will see it here. Other collections you will see here, where the picture is also in. Here's some comments. What I can do now, I can make a collection and just drag it to here. Go travel, can invite some friends, save it, and then I can just start dragging the stuff to my collection. And then my collection is being fixed. So this is now my collection. Oh no, this is not my collection actually. I can go to my collections on this section, and then here's my travel collection. And I can open it, and we can do then, if I want to share it with someone, I'll grab this button. My Facebook friend list appears here, and you can just drop it on anyone, and you can share it instantly. So it's a very easy way to share content with your friends. Then another thing I want to show you is the search. We really worked on a very cool search thing. So if I start typing again, you see 32 colors here, and if I click on a color, you will see all pictures with that color in it. So if you want to be inspired, you want to make a mood board or a collection or whatever for a specific color, you can just open a color picker, pick a color, and you'll see all pictures with that particular kind of color in it. So those are the main basics. There's a whole lot more to discover. I hope we had some more time, but it's not the case. We also have a mobile app which synchronizes with the website. We have a version 1 now available for free in the App Store, so you can check it out. And for the rest, we are now in San Francisco to get some coverage, show people what it is, why we made it, what it can do, and where you can use it for. And that's actually also why we're here. Yeah, hope you like it.
Very nice, guys. Just real quick off the bat, how are you different from Google image search?
Sorry?
What differentiates you from something like a Google image search where you can search on keywords and colors and sizes and shapes?
Well, the thing is here that you get curated content. So we make sure that the content always meets a specific set of guidelines. It went through a human filter, so we always make sure that the content you'll see will be high quality. I think Google has a very good search also for images, but you need to go through a lot before you might find the image you want. And we have a specific style, you can see it on the website, so it's also a specific target audience we're targeting at. But I think that's the quality is the main difference with Google Images, and also the way after you found your image you can search it with anyone you like.
And is it a subscription model?
Sorry?
A subscription model for revenue?
Well, we're working on a sponsored content model, but that's for later. We want to work on the creative concept for the next 6 months now to get some users and make sure everyone likes it the way it is. And then we want to integrate a sponsored content model, which also should be always relevant. So no banners, but relevant images.
David, real quick question up here. Question.
I just want to know how this is different from Pinterest, where you can make folders and you can add people and include people the same sort of way.
Yeah, well, the first thing is, again, the curated content, and the second thing is the user interface. It works totally different than Pinterest. Okay, you also have collections, but the thing is, the way you use it with the drag and drop is very easy, and it's been made from an idea from creators for creators, because we didn't have really a platform. We have a creative agency back in the Netherlands. When we really wanted to find something suitable for a mood board, it was very hard to find, and Pinterest didn't really work out for us. So that's actually where this idea is born from.
There we go. Another question up here.
Whom are these photos belong to, and is there any copyright issue if you want to use it for commercial purpose?
Yeah, the copyright thing is actually the same as when you search for Google pictures on Google. We always show the source. When you have an image, you always see the source, and it clicks through to the source.
Can't see it.
You can see it. Yeah, so that's it.
So I get something. It's the human curation and the quality that you're getting when you search here. Because everything that was up there looked beautiful, and then when you change the screen, it was like, oh, those were pretty images. You're never going to get that when you do any search anywhere on Flickr, Google, Pinterest, anywhere, right? Pretty cool, I think. Anybody else? There's a comment, maybe a question. I don't know. Find a question and then give you $1.
Your service looks cool, and my question is, do you have all those images on your server? If then, what about the traffic cost? Do you have any estimation on dollar per search?
Sorry, you mean if we save all the content to the servers?
Do you have your photos in your server?
Yeah.
Yeah, then the traffic cost will be very high because your images are very high quality.
Yeah.
So per search, how much money do you have to pay for the hosting companies?
Oh, I haven't thought about it yet. So I see this as a luxury problem for later.
Oh, and then how much are you going to be able to sell your ads against that? Like the cost of that?
Depends. It totally depends on the advertiser. I mean, we're not using specific ads. We're just going to integrate sponsored content. We haven't thought actually about how much to ask for it. It depends on how many users you have, what the interaction with the users is. So based on that, I think you can come up with just a premium advertising model for clients, which you also would have on other websites with sponsored content.
Oh, someone get that dog a mic. Anybody got a question? Any other question?
I'm back here too, guys. If you want to raise your hand.
You're good.
So you guys are visiting San Francisco. What's your main goal?
Well, our main goal here we came in first of all last April. For 2 weeks we talked with guys from Facebook and Instagram, and just got a lot of feedback on which we've been working on the past month. Now one of our goals is to create as much awareness as possible and to get as much feedback as possible. One of the reasons why we're also here is because we want to get feedback from a creative and technical people who work in the creative and technical field. So what we're doing here is getting a lot of response back, creating awareness, and talking to possible companies that want to partner or fund to apply.
Excellent. And how long are you here for? A little while longer?
Well, basically till the end of the week. So if you want to catch up or have a chat, grab us, and it would be cool to meet up. But we'll be visiting again on a pretty short notice.
Excellent.
Awesome. One last question while we move on real quick. Who does your hair, Dave? That's that one there. That's From this angle. No, this handsome tall
My hair.
man here. Yes. Looking good up there.
Yeah, he's my hairdresser today.
Oh, man.
Come on, Matthew. Who does your hair?
Well,
I
I
work with
do.
my hair.
Nice work, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye. All right. So, anybody want to see Prezi?
Yes.
So hopefully you checked him out in the back. Awesome stuff. Steve has been cruising the room taking pictures. I can't see what he's brewed up. We're going to see some magic in the making here. But I remember I first saw Prezi. I'm like, wow, I gotta get Prezi going. So I don't know if you noticed our little reel before the show, but that was all Prezi.
Hey, let's give away a Corona really quickly because we've got a bunch of them. Should we do it?
Okay.
Anybody have? First person to raise their hand gets Corona. I saw you back there, buddy. Sometimes you just got to go right to the action.
So Steve, whenever you're ready, we will. All right. Matthew's got the remote. Hold on. Sure. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. So my name is Steve Wishman. I'm a senior presentation designer over at Prezi. And previously, I was a presentation designer for Duarte Design, where I worked alongside some really amazing people making visual stories for Silicon Valley theaters and 10%ers alike. And one day I got this interesting offer to come work for Prezi, and I thought, wow, that sounds like a really exciting thing. How cool would it be to work for an innovative software company that's working on some next generation stuff? As it turns out, it's really exciting. Because I still have this exposure to high-profile presenters, but at the same time I get to really push the boundaries of using some sort of next-generation tools, you know? It's really interesting because Prezi is such a paradigm shift away from the slide-based approach that we're seeing users surprise us every day with new ways that they're using Prezi. Now, you may have heard Prezi referred to as a digital whiteboard with infinite space where you can arrange your content, and that makes it a great tool for brainstorming. But as a presentation designer, what really interests me are the new ways that people are using Prezi to present with. There's something really philosophically intriguing about having this formless expanse of creative space to work in, and it reminds me a lot of Marshall McLuhan's quote, "The medium is the message." It seems like Prezi has this innate ability to conform to whatever your presentation style is. And we're seeing that every day with situations like this, where a user takes a cinematic approach to designing their presentation, using camera moves and cinematic principles to tell these really engaging stories. Also, we're seeing people take a diagrammatic approach to using Prezi, where they're showing relationships between things in space and in scale. And then we still see other people using Prezi in a metaphoric way, where they take a visual metaphor as a background and they arrange their content around on this image so they can bring clarity to complex topics or promote memory of their presentation. So now Prezi's moved into iOS, and we now have the ability to create a presentation anywhere in the world. And I've been having a lot of fun with this lately, using Prezi in sort of a journalistic way, and so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. If you start Prezi on iPad and hit New Prezi, you'll instantly get set up with a couple of really intuitive layouts or backgrounds to choose from. But if you do what I did here and do a little bit of prep work before you leave the office, maybe like drop a different custom background in here like this floor plan of the venue, then you can instantly hit the road and start documenting your experience. So when I first got here, I took some pictures at the entrance, went ahead and added a little bit of information about the venue, and then I made a beeline straight for the free tacos because they're free. And when I was out there, I met some pretty cool people like Oasis, from West Agile Labs. Headed back inside where I ran into Mike from Artiphone. His product is just amazing. Hung around the bar for a little while and schmoozed in the dark. And then, I took a look at this presentation timer, which made me instantly nervous. And so I backed away, watched some presentations for a while, had a great time doing that. And then it was my turn to come up here. And so I figured to document this part of the event, what I'm going to do is take a picture of you guys. It might be a little bit difficult. Yeah, that looks cheap. That is my experience. Let's drop that in here and see, do I have enough time to take a selfie? There we go. Me. Put this guy in here too. And if I exit the Prezi now, hit save, you'll see that I'm uploading these 2 images to our server. Give it a moment here to get there. Wait for it. And boom. This presentation is now live online for people to view. In fact, I can take this one step further and I can copy this URL and switch over to an application like Twitter, and I can go ahead and tweet out the event from the stage here. So boom, it's instantly done. I'm able to live tweet an event, documenting it and sharing it on stage with the world. Yes. So another added benefit, I think, is if you're a journalist and you're documenting an event. Let me go ahead and fast forward here to my event. You know, people can see this when they get to the event and say, shoot, I need to like orient myself here, and so let me get some added context by rotating this thing because I'm standing at the entrance. Oh, I see the bars at the left, tacos are outside, let me go get some of that. Yeah, and so basically I just wanted to end this with one of my favorite quotes, and that is from Bruce Lee, who is famous for saying, do not get set into one form, adapt it, build your own, and let it grow, be like water. And I feel like that is what Prezi can do for you as a presenter. Thank you.
Nice work, Steve. Good stuff. So, hands up high for questions. I don't think a PowerPoint presentation will ever receive that sort of applause, so kudos. That's helpful.
For those of us who are PowerPoint users, do you have any, is there any kind of transition product or?
Like an intermediary to
yeah,
use
kind of like a primer or something that can help PowerPoint users transition to Prezi.
Funny you mentioned that. We actually have a PowerPoint import tool. So what you can do is take an existing PowerPoint file that you've made and import all of those elements into Prezi really quickly, and that should get you over the initial hump of inserting your information. You can just get right into creating, move things around, position things in scale, and try to create a whole new experience with that same material.
Okay, there's obviously a ton of different uses for Prezi. Where do you guys try to focus in terms of market segments or user groups that?
Traditionally, we've had a really strong user base with the educational market, and I think that has a lot to do with our freemium model. But genuinely, we consider ourselves a presentation tool that just happens to do so much more. And so, you know, right now we're working on a lot of things to try to make Prezi more convenient for the business user to use, and I think you're going to see a lot of growth in that area. Does that answer your question? Sorry, I don't know where you are. My eyes are in the back.
We got a question up front here.
Actually, we have a plan to be on the stage in 1 month and really seriously considering using your product for our presentation. Is it really easy to use for everybody?
I think we've made the interface pared down to the most essential elements that are very easy to see. So we have a very intuitive top menu with like 3 choices, with a lot of sub choices underneath those. I find, and I think a lot of users have also commented, that it's very easy to get started and very easy to put things in Prezi. You know, as with any software, there's a bit of a learning curve. So we have a lot of tutorial videos online. We have experts that are like a support team that answers questions. But no, I mean, I believe that Prezi is extremely intuitive to use, but it's just a matter of getting used to this idea of thinking about things in terms of scale. And I don't know what the average user goes through with that. It took me a few days and I was up and running.
Up front here.
Hi. Something that is limiting me to using Prezi is the weight of the file and sometimes the slow of the loading time of the file.
Sure.
That's why when I speak publicly, I don't use Prezi. Is there anything you're doing in this way to like the movie and to make everything?
So generally, when you're, oh, I'm sorry, when you're presenting publicly, it's recommended not to rely on an internet connection to do that, and we have a tool called Prezi Desktop, which is a downloadable version of Prezi, which operates completely offline. And when you have that, on your desktop, you don't have to worry about load times.
With mobile?
Yeah, I'm all the way in here in the back.
Sure.
You mentioned having video tutorials and things of that nature, but do you have any sort of on-demand boot camps or anything to get somebody up and running that is basically, I have a PowerPoint background and, I'm not a designer, but I want to use Prezi, and do you have anything like that or anything for best practices for driving adoption within an organization that's typically death by PowerPoint?
If you're familiar with lynda.com, I know Lynda has a lot of Prezi introductory classes that help people get up to speed. And like I said, it's more than just tutorial videos also. We do have some best practice videos and powerful user community that you can always ask questions to.
I'm right next to that guy at the bar. It's pretty comfortable over here. You've been around for a couple of years now. Why are you presenting here and now? What are you looking to get out of this?
Well, basically, as a designer, I was really excited that I was able to finally make presentations on a mobile device in this way. And, there's been a lot of talk about Prezi, but it was a kind of a personal thing. I wanted to come up here and show different ways that I'm seeing people use Prezi from my perspective. And then, as an added benefit, also show the fact that we're now able to create new Prezis right here out of the application. This feature here to create a brand new Prezi is something that hasn't been possible before recently.
We got a question up front.
Yep.
Since you guys are moving on to iOS and it doesn't support Flash, are you guys looking into moving off the web layer off of Flash?
I'm not sure if I can comment on that, but I do know that we have a lot of people researching and working on different tools, different programming languages and stuff to make Prezi. I know that we're also doing a lot of research into using Android because there's been such a powerful demand for Android. So yeah, people are talking.
Hey, maybe the last question. Second to last. You guys are possibly hiring. Are you, and for what positions?
Possibly hiring, yes. Constantly hiring, yes. If you go to the prezi.com/jobs page, you'll see a whole list of positions there. And we have positions available in San Francisco and in our Budapest office as well.
You serving lunches and all that stuff?
Sorry?
No, hang on one second. You got another question. Trying to see all the walls in the fridge.
Hi. Can you describe the compatibility you have with sites like SlideRocket and SlideShare, etc.?
I have never really used SlideRocket. I've used SlideShare, but I think that would be kind of redundant for Prezi because Prezi itself is embeddable without the need for this intermediary tool. I'm not exactly positive if those things are compatible. I would be surprised if they weren't working on some way to port Prezi over. But right now, without using any sort of online sharing tools, you can embed Prezis and share them because it's web-based to begin with.
Awesome.
All right, Steve, we are officially out of time. Prezi's hanging out in the back. Steve will be at the bar doing shots.
Thank you, Prezi.
Thank you so much. So that's the official program for tonight. So we can segue into our 60-second spots. Stick around. It's the best stuff.
Yes.
It's really the best part of the night because Peter Mullen gets up here. What we'll do the 60-second spots, and then we'll kiss each other goodbye. How does that sound?
Hang on. Make sure everybody know what we're doing so that we get more than just Peter Mullen. Sorry, Peter. Just hang there.
Okay. Thank you.
This is where if you have something to announce, if you're interested in sharing something with the community, because I bet I know community is what makes us bigger, stronger, better. So if you have something to share, come stand up here along the line, and then everybody gets up. Try not to take a minute. This is all about community sharing stuff. It's like a farmer's market without the fruit. And we'll let Peter Mullen go first.
Thank you. Calling all developers and startups interested in a hackathon this weekend being put on by Brand Garage in partnership with Sears Holdings. Sears, as you know, is a kind of an old stodgy old brand. They're going to put a lot of money into the Silicon Valley Innovation Outreach, and this is one of the platforms that they're doing. There's going to be a hackathon this weekend. Sears Holdings brands includes Lands' End, Joe Boxer, and some others. But it's a good opportunity to show your stuff. There's going to be a lot of cash prizes. The grand prize being a pilot with Sears to actually work with them and bring something to market. So it's called the Sears Brand Camp Codathon. Just see me quickly after, or just do a search, and you should be able to find it this weekend here in the city. Thank you.
Awesome. Everybody knows Sears. They used to send, oh no, JCPenney, the catalogs. Come on, I was thinking of JCPenney catalogs. Older.
Hi everyone, my name is Dwayne. I'm putting on an event next month at AT&T Park. It's called Pitch. We're going to get about 100 startups there. If you like SF New Tech, you're going to love Pitch. We have about 100 startups, demo tables. We're going to have a lot of people coming through. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can have ballpark tours. Giants mascot Lucille is going to come hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to pitchevent.com. I'm going to give out 100 free tickets. If anybody's interested in free tickets, just use promo code SFNewTech8.
8. Remember that. 8, not ATE.
8. Like a month.
Just so you guys know. 8.
And it's pitchevent.com. Thanks.
Oh, now I can see you guys' face. Yeah, my name is Kango Nedle. Currently developing high score board is a leaderboard for iOS or Android games or gamified apps. My goal is to support 100 million users per server, so that you can reduce your cost. So you can go to a website. So Topless is a little bit sexy. It's not a poor website. You can actually apply for the free license for So Topless server. It's basically a subscription model, but for all the guys attended this meeting, I'm going to give a free license until end of August. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, don't forget to plug it into the machine here. It's called Internet. Send stuff out into space. It's pretty awesome.
Hi. Real quick, everyone in the tech community, you guys need to be marketable and be visible to your clients. We have a great gentleman right over here. He has a promotional product company called Access Design Online, and it allows people to get your brands out there and promote yourself. So if you're interested, go on to accessdesignonline.com, and we can help you come up with your branding, your silk screening, embroidery, pens, anything like that. So.
All right. Well, big hand for Miles and SF New Tech. Come on, people. I think it's the longest running, almost monthly tech event in San Francisco. So you're all part of history. Anyway, on October 1st, we're going to have the SF Music Tech Summit at the Hotel Kabuki. Bring together about 1,000 of the entrepreneurs, developers, investors, press, all you people, the big companies all out around internet music and technology. And then on December 9th, we're having the Future of Money and Technology Summit, which is not as rock and roll, but financial services startups will definitely want to be there. We're at the Hotel Kabuki in beautiful Japantown. We got Greg over here who's working to really pump up the place. We love it. You love it. Go spend your money there. And I hope to see you at all the summits, and I hope to see you at the next SF New Tech. Oh, discount code SF New Tech gets you a discount for futureofmoney.com or sfmusictech.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Hey, so I suggest putting the code SFNewTech into anything, because you never know. Frequent flyer, Groupon, Living Social, Overstock, all of it. Put it in there. If it doesn't work, it costs you 10 seconds. That's awesome.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm here representing
and wearable technology. And we're throwing a really awesome conference called Blaze on September 30th. It's going to be business specific to glass and wearable technology. We have all the top tech press there, TechCrunch, VentureBeat, ReadWrite, everybody, as well as about $20 billion of VCs on stage. So if you have a company or a startup or an idea and you're looking for some great exposure, I'll be back here. Feel free to get in touch, and I'd love to talk to you about it. Otherwise, check it out at blazecon.com. Thanks.
Nice. Hey there, that's Simone.
Hello, my name is Yana. I'm gonna be famous for the silliest questions at the show today. Well, sorry. I just came from Russia. I work in Yandex. It's the biggest internet company in Russia. I mean, we beat Google. We have better market share in search there. There are only 3 countries in the world who do it. And if you kind of have an interest in the Russian market or in general, hello, it has an interest, I think. So just come and let's talk. That's it.
Oh yeah, make sure to put it in. Make sure to put it in. We're going to close off here, but I have a quick announcement, something very important. So if you have a company and you're looking to get some traction, get some new users through use of a promotion, go ahead and give away anything you want with the code SFNewTech, and I bet you over time, literally, I'm telling you, any marketers out here, just make a 20% off code with the word SFNewTech and let it run for 2 years. And I bet you if we continue to say this, you will start getting people who will use the code SFNewTech. So I'm serious, if you're giving away something, do it. I bet you $1. Bet you $1. Anyways, that's my announcement.
I like it, man. That's a good one.
I promise you it'll work. I've done this for a while.
All right. All right, so I'll make the... Tony, do you have something to say, or just come up? Okay. She's really sweet. So I'll make the last announcement for the night, and then we'll open the bar back up and hang out. So our next event is on September 10th. Mark it down. Fiverr will be here. As they couldn't be here this time, they'll be here next time. We'll also have somebody, a director from AT&T, Emerging Devices, going to come down and show us some of the new stuff that they're doing. It's 99% confirmed that Brian Solis, who you may or may not know, will be in the house to talk about his stuff. We have a startup out of Pittsburgh, I think they're from Pittsburgh, whatever, called WebKite. We have a cool calendaring app called Tempo. Pull it up on your iPhone, you'll be amazed. And a couple of other ones. So that's the 10th. And then after that, on the 25th, we have Korean-style technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. And half of those guys are in the house here tonight. So they've been taking notes. That's going to be a great one. I think we're going to see from 36 companies? No.
36?
But
more?
No, it's like 13 or 12 companies.
Bring your tents.
We're going to bring your tents and your patients. And we're going to truncate the time. It won't be 5, it'll probably be 3-minute demos. But that's on the 25th. Tune in to Korean Tech. And then we move on into the fall. We've got October 16th and the 30th of November, and we'll talk about that later. But stick around. Hey, and if you want a demo on the stage, we urge you to apply. Just hit our website at sfnewtech.com/demo, or you'll see a button right on the top of the website.